Hey, this one on camera, Andrew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's gonna happen when people watch this and like 5 months experience,
I'll
making 35 to 40,000 gross and 20 to 25,000 in the
I'll
pocket?
I'll send you the I'll send you a copy of my driver's license so you can see the issue date, and I'll send you a lane. I'll send you a rate con.
Woo! Can you show me some pay stubs or anything? Could you send some without your names or none, just the numbers? Because I don't want to. I believe you because I've seen numbers like this, but
I'll show you.
you could maybe so you're
I'll
comfortable.
email
You can
I'll email you
or
the
text me,
yeah I'll email or text you my last run.
but
So
no
it's
information.
right. It's just it's all it has is my DOT. And all of that's available
Everywhere.
public information anyways. It just has my name, so I don't care. But yeah, it's just one way from Washington to Pompano Beach, and it's $10,400. 5 days,
Woo!
5 days driving.
Thank you so much for your support, Mother Truckers, man. Everybody's been buying all these hats and they've been out. We just got 100 more hats just in, and that's all I have for right now. So, Mother Truckers, if you want to support the show, thank you so much again, and hit the link down below. But I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have changed my life, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to make videos just like this. All right, what's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to the Asian My Show. We're out here at the 595 truck stop. In the Mecca Chrome shop. You know, I don't have any of that like do. So I do, it's over there, but I never hook it up. So I'm trying to like make my own. And we got Mikey on the side over there. And
Mikey on the drums.
Mikey.
Mikey on the drums.
Yep, on the drums. Okay, so we're back here. So you came in today.
I did.
What did you come in here for, sir?
I just need a replacement hubcap cover, actually. I'm in the 595 truck stop every couple of weeks because my run is from Washington State to Miami twice a month. So
you're just in back and forth.
Yep, just back and forth, running produce all the way.
And you and I were kind of joking around, and I was like, let's get you on camera because I think your story's interesting. How much experience do you have?
I got my CDL. I went to a class in Washington in the month of April, picked up my CDL the 4th of May, and started running a truck the 29th of May of this year.
So you got your CDL and got into a truck right away.
Yes.
Most people wouldn't recommend that. Some people do. Some people have had luck. Some people haven't. So in your own experience, you've been trucking now about 5 months?
Yeah, 5-6 months, yeah.
And you've never been a company driver, straight owner operator?
Correct.
How did that opportunity come about?
So I've been a disabled vet for the last 10 years. And so I hadn't been able to work due to severe lower back pain. However, I can sit for long periods of time, and I love driving, and it's something I've always loved doing. So my wife and I ended up, with COVID being the insanity that it was, we met a truck driver that was actually running direct produce from different farms and suppliers in the state of Washington. And so once she was doing that, we started talking to her about me running a truck. And so she gave me some advice here and there and helped me get paperwork in order. And then I just decided to say, if we're going to do it, let's go full gusto and start our own company. So
you start your own company, and then we talked off camera that she let you borrow a truck.
She let me borrow a truck.
What happened? What type of truck was that?
It was a 2003 Freightliner Columbia.
Okay. And how long did that last?
I was in that for a total of 3.5 months.
And then what happened?
In that 3.5 months, the road-ready truck cost me $28,000 in repairs.
And how the hell did you pay that?
I was lucky enough to have these solid runs back and forth with produce, with reefer rates what they are right now. Luckily, I was able to keep it on the road until I could make a cash purchase. I drove my ass off for the first 4 months and made a cash purchase on a 2015 Peterbilt.
Okay, and so here's my question for you is, was she just renting the truck to you this whole time?
No, I didn't actually have to pay her anything for the truck.
Yeah, she seemed like a nice person.
Yeah,
she wanted to help you.
She wanted to help us out. I mean, For better or for worse, she thinks it's a great thing that she never pays over $8,000 or $10,000 for a truck. I think that's a horrible idea, especially being new. If you can afford leveraging and getting even just right now a $30,000 or $40,000 truck that's going to limit your downtime.
Right.
Limiting your downtime is what's going to keep you afloat. Because if you're having to stop for a week and a half at a time to fix some kind of major mechanical issue, then I mean, you're just bleeding money at that point.
So after this $28,000 for repairs, at that point it seemed like she would just give you the truck, right? I mean,
I've had a few friends actually say that. She's like, "When does it become yours?" I'm like, "It's not.
You gave her the truck back with a brand new motor.
I gave her the truck with brand new fan clutch, brand new air conditioner, new heads.
I'm sure she felt a little bad.
She might have. I still communicate with her. I don't begrudge her at all. Even with as much as it cost me, it taught me the bad side of owning a truck and what it's like, what can majorly go wrong when you don't take care of your truck properly. Because when you have a minor issue and just let it go for months and months and months,
right,
then you turn into a major mechanical, and then you're down for 2-3 weeks at a time, and you risk having to seize up your engine and getting a full out of truck rebuild on it.
So you pretty much blew up the motor without knowing.
Last run I took, she had a leak in between the transmission and the engine itself, and so I started mainlining oil. I was going through 5 to 6 gallons of oil a day.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm glad you're bringing all this up, because we're not here to scare truck drivers. We're just here to tell the truth.
Yeah.
If you buy an older truck, there can be issues.
Correct.
Luckily, she gave you a truck so that you could learn and get experience.
Correct.
I'm sure she didn't think it was going to blow up.
Oh, of course not.
The fact that it did, it taught you something.
Yes.
And so, mother truckers just know from another truck driver's experience that this can happen to you. So have some money saved up. And
Absolutely.
If you can, maybe possibly buy a truck that is in better condition.
Right. I mean, whether you've got a new truck, old truck, it doesn't matter. A 10 or 15% maintenance fund is kind of mandatory, because
right,
even brand new trucks off the showroom floor in the first 6 months, you're going to have issues.
Right.
Like, I mean, we're dealing with engines and mechanicals that are, pulling weights and transporting goods that nobody could even fathom. I mean, most people can't fathom driving an 80,000 pound truck down the road. And, I'm happy and, running super light if I'm under 78,000 pounds in my truck. So.
No, man, but, my hat goes off to you, not that much experience, not that much. You met a lady, it's like meeting someone on Craigslist. Yeah, you did fine on that, right? But, how the heck did you buy your truck, though? Because when you're new, the insurance is so much. Talk about that for a second. How much is the insurance for a new owner-operator?
I pay $20,000 a year.
$20,000 a year?
Yeah.
That's actually not too bad.
No.
How'd you get that hookup?
I've been married for 20 years. I'm a military vet, so I have a lot of experience in life. Never had an accident, no tickets in the recent past. So extremely good driving record, things like that. I mean, but realistically, if you're coming out at, early 20s, mid 20s, whatever, you're going to probably expect to be $2,500 or $3,000 a month for insurance.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
You're paying $40,000,
oh yeah, they're just
$50,000 a month, or a year. It's
yeah,
crazy.
they're gonna take you for everything they can.
Yeah. So luckily you've had some experience, and so what insurance company did you go with?
So I am through Progressive.
Progressive.
Yeah.
Everyone's first is Progressive. They're really good at getting you on that.
Yeah.
5 months. Oh my gosh. Now, what type of money are you grossing? Do you mind letting me know, or is that too personal?
I don't care. I try and give advice to anybody I run across that tells me they're interested in driving, that if they can, to go owner-operator, because driving for a company, sure, I'd have a whole lot less headache, and I might make $6,000 to $8,000 a month.
Right.
But driving my own truck, my own trailer, both paid off, I'm grossing 35 to 40 and $1,000 a month, and then I'm netting between 22 and 25.
25 grand?
Yes.
A month.
Yes.
But that's still you still got to pay some taxes, right?
Oh yeah, that's before all my taxes and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's 1099 though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just let people know.
Yeah.
Right. We don't want
That's after operating expense before taxation.
So you're 5 months experience making 40 grand gross, 25 or 20 to 25 net. Now paying off your truck and trailer, was that all from trucking, or because you have a little bit more experience you were able to save up some nest egg and then you were able to pay off?
That was all from trucking.
So that's all from okay. So I just want to clear the air for everybody.
I dropped 50 grand on the truck.
Damn. It's out here?
Yep.
We could take a look at it?
Absolutely.
How far is it?
It's right here in the wash lane.
Nice.
I'm waiting to get after every run. I'll pay the $200. I don't care. I have it fully washed, trailer washed out, prepped for the next run. So
now you get in this type of lane. Was it from that lady, the Craigslist lady? We call it?
Yeah, it was from her. It was from a broker in Washington because I lived in Washington before I moved to Colorado, and I moved to Colorado specifically because I've got this lane. I can stop and reset in each direction at the house.
And so even though she gave you a kind of a crap truck, she didn't mean it, but she hooked you up with the lane. And now you have your own authority, everything?
Yeah, I started...
under hers?
No. I've never driven under anybody but me.
She just straight up gave you the truck to rent then?
Yeah.
Man, I need these people on the Facebook Marketplace.
So I started with my own authority and my own motor carrier, everything, DOT, everything. The month of May.
The month of May when you got your CDL.
Yeah. I had my LLC. Oh no, that's fine.
So much,
yeah, so I had my LLC, my employer ID number, all of my ducks in a row, everything, so that the day I got my CDL and put down the deposit on my insurance, my 21-day clock started. 21 days later, I was on the road.
So, any advice for people in the certain order that they should go in when they want to get their authority right away?
If you want to get your authority right away, a lot of people think that you have to wait until you have your CDL and you have to wait till all this stuff is done. But you can do all the legwork. You can have your DOT number. You can even have your motor carrier number. You can have all these things done and waiting for you. And then the only thing you have to wait on is getting your insurance, and you have to have your CDL to get driver's insurance. And then you start your DOT, your FMSCA 21-day clock to make sure that you've got your insurance for 21 days before they'll actually release your motor carrier number and your authority.
Okay.
So I definitely get your Secretary of State and file your business license, talk to the US DOT and get your ducks in a row for your DOT number and your motor carrier number straight off.
Yeah, and all the information, people, is free off of the fmcsa.gov site. You can just click and Google authority, and it'll show you pretty much everything that you need from there. But I appreciate that, brother. So it's not going to be clickbait for me to be like, got my CDL, got my authority, and 5 months later, I'm making 35 to 40,000 gross, 20 to 25 net in my pocket.
Yep.
Love it. Now,
no clickbait at all. Like, you could...
Can you show me some pay stubs or anything? Could you send some without your names or none, just the numbers? Because I don't want to... I believe you because I've seen numbers like this, but...
I'll show you...
you could maybe... So you're
I'll
email
you
or text me.
Yeah, I'll email or text you my last run.
But no information.
Right. It's all it has is my DOT. All of that's available
everywhere.
Public information anyways. It just has my name, so I don't care. But yeah, it's just one way from Washington to Pompano Beach, and it's $10,400. 5 days driving.
I'll tell you. Okay. No, we're here to motivate people.
Yeah.
I just don't want to give people this false hope.
Oh no, it's out there to be had, but it's. I don't want people to think that it's easy, but it's definitely not nearly as hard as people would like to think, and it's definitely out there to be had. You just have to be willing, and honest. In all honesty, you just have to be willing to risk everything you got.
Yep.
And that's every time you get behind the wheel of a rig, you have to be willing to risk everything you got.
So back to it. Once you drop 28K, were you almost like,
oh man,
quit.
Like every. So the worst one was when I was coming over Rattlesnake Pass right before Tremonton, Utah, and that's when my fan clutch went out, and it was in August, and my 15-year-old son was with me. Because he hadn't started school yet, and so it took us 4.5 hours to drive 3 miles. because we'd drive a couple hundred yards, it would overheat, we'd have to let it cool down, drive a couple hundred yards until we got all the way up to the top of Rattlesnake, and we could coast all the way back down to Tremonton so we could get to the mechanic.
Ain't that some bullshit? I'll tell you, brother.
But yeah, I mean, it definitely, driving a hard truck, driving a rundown truck will definitely teach you a lot about trucking in a very short amount of time.
I love it. Hopefully you guys are getting some inspiration today. This is, what I like about the story, because it's just a real story. In the beginning, you got your butt handed to you.
Oh, for sure.
And now it's starting to make sense.
Absolutely.
Do you recommend people at one point always buy their truck and trailer, own it all?
At some point, yes. Not only because, I'm making plenty enough now, and all of my bills are paid off. So here at the beginning of the year, I'm going to start transitioning to doing one lane, so Washington to Miami and back to Washington, and then I'll take a week off. So I'll be able to take that 14, 15 weeks a year off and still make more than enough money, because, one run, if I run that one run, say 20 times a year, that's still $360,000.
Now, you do know that we're in an interesting market right now.
Oh, yes. I know we're in a very interesting market, and we're setting as much aside as we can.
Okay,
all of these rates, and that's the hard toss-up for us right now. We're trying to balance out how much I run because of the rates are where they're at, because there's such a shortage of drivers, such a supply chain issue.
No trucker shortage. It's just the lanes are paying crazy right now.
Yeah.
No, but with that, any advice? Because this lady, I'm making up my own stories, from Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, that gave you this truck. It also helped you find this lane.
She did.
How do other people find lanes that will work for them? You don't have to give up your lanes, but as a new driver, where should they start looking?
Just don't be afraid to call around to especially local brokers or even smaller brokerages, even if you have to start out where you're taking lanes that are not paying you nearly what you think you're worth. No cheap freight! If they're not paying nearly what you think you're worth.
Okay.
It's really hard unless you have somebody who's already been doing it for a while. It's hard to find a brokerage that's a bigger brokerage that's going to be willing to work with you, and that's where I lucked out. Don't be afraid to like go hit up a truck stop and look for the independent truckers and say, hey, you got any advice? Can you turn me on to anybody, any brokerages or anybody that might be able to help me out?
Yeah, gotcha. Or watch the Age of My show.
Oh, there you go.
Where I interview freaking everybody. Right? Can we check out your truck?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Say hi to Mike. Hi, Mike.
How you doing, brother?
Yep. Then walk over here, talk to Andrew. All right, Andrew, let's see what we got going on here, sir.
All right. Got to get her washed.
I heard that. Look at that. And we got a garbage can right here. Keeping it clean, keeping it clean. I like it, brother. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Keep yourself organized, keep yourself clean. It's a much happier life on the road.
You are very clean. I was hoping to catch a dirty truck.
Nope.
No. R5 trucking, baby.
Yep, R5 trucking. I've got the custom paint and numbers going on at Christmas, so.
I love it. I love it. I like how you have this black tape for now. It matches.
Hey, man, color match, man. It's important. It's the little things in life.
I love it, man. Any last motivations for people that just want to win in life, brother?
Just don't be afraid to chase your dreams, man. It's out there to be had. You just got to catch it.
Love it, man. That's beautiful. And also, I really appreciate you for your service, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I really do, man, because people don't understand, man.
No, they don't. And unfortunately, that's something that's kind of an epidemic in our country, too, is people don't understand the value of what it is that we have. Whether we agree or disagree, the shared values that we have the country is always going to be worth fighting for.
That's beautiful, brother.
So,
I love that. Yeah, let's take a picture of you in front of your truck. I know it's not clean yet, and yes, you're in the wash line, but you're good.